howdy. Howdy, hello, hey. I think that's my audio working. Looks like it. Final audio tweaks per usual. Just a sec. And I think we are good. Well, hello. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Whatever time it might be, wherever it is that you might be. Hope you're having a good day. It's a good day to have a good day, you know what I mean? Although it is freezing outside. I don't know about y'all, but right now, today is the warmest weather that we're projected to have, like in my neck of the woods, for like the next week or so. Like it's only gonna get colder over the next few days. Right now it's 12 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not great. It's not great. In a couple of days, the low temperature is gonna be negative 14 Fahrenheit. What we're projected to get down to. So thankfully, I think with a little errand run I made. What up, Nish? With a little errand run that I made, a little bit ago to the grocery store, I don't think I'll have to leave my apartment for the next week. I'm gonna do everything I can, everything in my power, to not step outside of my apartment for the next week.
Looked rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Now, let me take a moment to recollect myself. Okay, good. It's been like a solid week of Days Gone, so I haven't picked this game up since. I think I've mentioned I've kind of gotten away from the habit of gaming off stream. Not because I dislike it, just, I get my gaming fix on stream usually. Okay, we're on this. We're not this, we're on this. From the evidence in the tomb, the relic was stolen by Ashwinders. They are known to have an encampment nearby in the Forbidden Forest. I need to find it and get the helmet from them. I went in, didn't I? And there was no helmet? Did we go to a second location? Is that what we're doing right now? Oh, and Nish, abso-flippin'-lutely. Yeah, I'm great today. It's another one of those, like, maybe I sound a little more tired than usual. But it's like, my lower back is sore, my knees hurt. Not hurt, like they're just a little, they're a little sensitive to me making fast lateral movements. Which I don't make a lot of in my daily life anyways. From yesterday, getting worn out by the kids. Chuck E. Cheese. So if I sound tired or if I sound any sort of like down, it's physical, not emotional. Emotionally, I'm flying high, baby. It's a pretty damn good day. It's a damn good day. I had, not that my heart needed refilling, but whatever little empty space there was in my heart got refilled yesterday. Oh man. Had a couple of really special moments. Like the kind of special moments that sneak up on you where like a little kid will just tell you something that just kind of like blows you away. You're like, oh, really, dog? It's just, I had a couple of those yesterday. I'm like, oh, for real? Like, made me feel special. So yeah. How about you, Nish? How you doing? How did your Sunday go? It is firmly Sunday evening for you, I believe. Okay. How's our combat roll? That's our combat roll. Did you get those spiders taken care of, or did you procrastinate on that and now you have to spend another evening with your spider friends, your spider pals? How do I crouch? That's not it. Is there not a... Is there not a sneak or crouch button? I feel like I keep checking this and it's the same thing every time. No, there is no sneak button because there's a flippin'... There's a spell. Where is it?
Lumos.
Nope. How do I not have this mapped? Okay, this is my getting around. So maybe this I should have? Boy. And then this... Let's give you this. I'm trying to make sure that I'm taking advantage of all of my spells. There's the freezing one. Okay, I've got all 3 yellows, both purples, and all 3 reds. Okay. Oh, fudge off. There is no sneak button because I just do this. Wait a minute. I've already done this. Wait, is it just the dialogue with Logdoc or whatever standing right here that I gotta talk to him? No. Alright. Oh. Okay. We're going into... We're basically going into combat then. Which is fine by me. Nope. There it is. You have to maybe like pick a day where you do it like super early in the day, you know? Like at the beginning of your day. So that you can like knock them down once.
Revelio.
And then give them the day to chill out, you know what I mean? Like, settle in. Okay.
Depulso.
What?
What's that?
What's going on over there?
Incendio.
Who or what are they fighting?
Infidego. You will pay for your deed.
I mean, since they're already in a fight, I'm just gonna let them kind of take themselves out a little bit. Oh my god. That was terrifying. Having those Ashwinders show up like that? What the? Or you could make new friends in this, you know? Spider friends.
Revelio.
Depulso.
This thing just kind of did the work for me.
The Ashwinders.
Like, I didn't really have to do anything for that. So, I do feel like I want to fight this thing. Because it's here, you know? But if it's just going to wait, I'm going to accomplish my mission. Nice and easy. Aw. Why? Look at the fish. I'd help you, but I can't break my stealth charm right now. My disillusionment charm, whatever the heck it's called. When you start feeling things on you that aren't really there, at that point, it's kind of game over-ish. Like, you gotta...
That's it.
Uh-oh.
This is for Rookwood.
What?
I'll watch the light go out of your eye.
Yes! I'm just gonna let them do their thing.
You will pay for your deed.
What have you done?
Like, I know I should want these XP points for myself and all that, but, like, this is just fun. This is just fun to watch. Are you not entertained? Oh, man, you can take her out. Yeah. That Ashwinder assassin. Now, if only the troll would pay attention to the assassin instead of to... Yeah, the troll's dumb. Okay. The troll's just not paying attention. Okay, time to get involved. Wait, no. Yes.
Arrest him. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Glacier.
Get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked.
Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Wee! Yeah, I hate to say it, Nish, but, like, you're gonna have to do something like... You're gonna have to take a larger step in order for you to mentally... get past this.
Revelio.
Otherwise, I don't think your insomnia is gonna go anywhere. If the spiders don't go anywhere, then your insomnia sure as hell isn't going anywhere. Which is unfortunate. I had a lovely night of sleep last night. Oh man, I slept fucking fantastically. It was incredible. As is most of life right now, if I'm being honest. Things could be much worse. How about that? Like, let's put it that way. Things could always be worse. Where are we going? So basically, you and the spiders are matching up your schedules.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
When you know they're out of the way during the day, that's when you sleep. When they show up at night, you're wide awake with them.
I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done.
Not great.
This is sure to
It's not great.
Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It is stunning.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I am glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Okay. I mean... Okay. I forget how, like... Are we gonna use the word racist? Speciest? anti-human, anti-witch and wizard like some of the communities within this universe are. Because, like, yeah, the idea that a human and this dude would be like friends or working together without some sort of like evil intention, I guess would arouse suspicion. You see, things could always be worse. Things could always be worse. We're kind of on a similar schedule, Nish. Like, I woke up at like maybe quarter after 12, something like that. Had myself a banana. Went to the store. Now I'm here. Ooh.
Revelio.
I maybe need to be doing some of the... What is that? Look at that fella.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Huh. I don't think I've done one of these. Well, I mean, I did the one that's part of like the mission, but I haven't gone out of my way to do any of these yet.
Confringo.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Lumos.
Get over here. There you go. The more important question then, Nish, might be, so what time did you get to sleep? If you woke up at 12 p.m., that was after falling asleep at what time? Guess by the way, the birthday thing is where you reignited, however temporarily, your baby fever, right? All the kids. That would do it. Right, you're bad dogs. You're bad dogs, so I don't feel bad about this at all.
Confringo. Accio.
Oi!
Potato. Stupefy.
Okay. Oh, Nish. I really do feel for you. I really do. For different reasons, different circumstances, but I've been there with the sleep thing. I've been there. How annoying is it that like people who can fall asleep as soon as they're tired, like basically on command, right? How frustrating is it that folks like that can do that don't realize how good they have it. They don't realize how good they have it, that sleep is just easy or natural to them. So freaking annoying. Okay, what are these? Side missions? Side missions? Do I not have like a main mission going on right now? Oh yeah, well I haven't started it. Okay, oh, and I want to do that one. All right, let's do the Saints at Magic hotspot that's like right by us, because it's right there. Like that dude will nap, wake up for a couple of hours, and then have a full night's sleep. You know what I mean? How?
Revelio.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go down there though. Alright, let's go check it out.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Okay.
Revelio.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Incendio. Revelio. Depulso.
Get in there.
Revelio. Depulso.
Nope.
Accio.
Puzzle time. It's puzzle time. In Days Gone.
Levioso.
Ooh, where did you...
Accio.
Do you remember where like, what the last thing was that you caught? Okay, I need more. I need more. Cool, there's bones in there. That's great. What? Wait, more?
Revelio.
Well, you just...
Accio.
Why? Why? For the love of Pete. For the love of Pete.
Levioso.
For the love of... You know what? That's fine. I don't think it really matters. I think it's enough. Alright, that gets me this. And I assume the other one gets me out of here. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Take it easy.
Confringo.
So when you were still... Oh boy. Oh, Nish. I'm not... Oh... I mean, we got some more progress done with the Nero dude, O'Brien. And he gave us evidence. I don't know if you were here for this or not. He gave us evidence. Oh my god, you're not... Oh my god. If you're telling me I'm gonna be stuck down here... Okay, I'm not, thank god. And he basically gave us some evidence that, yes, Sarah, our wife, she survived the helicopter crash. She was in surgery for 6 hours. She survived the surgery. She made it to another camp. But then in that other camp, was overrun. And O'Brien couldn't find any evidence that Sarah survived that. So Deacon's brief hope that Sarah was still alive is back to no hope that Sarah's alive. But obviously she's still alive. Like, I'm still...
Revelio.
They're not going to do that much with this character and then have her not be alive. What else happened? I don't know if this was just in the last 2 hours of stream. I'm just giving you, like, what stood out from last stream. We had quite a bit of progress with Booze Man. So Booze Man made it through the surgery of amputating his hand, but he's like uber depressed about it. He went on a rager where he like just got super drunk and then kind of got lost, like, you know, at just walking around. We went out and found him, brought him back, and we tried giving him his motorcycle back to cheer him up, but then that didn't cheer him up because he can't ride the motorcycle because one hand. And then we decided to try to cheer him up by asking Ricky to basically make him like a sword spear prosthetic for his missing hand. And Ricky did that with stuff that we found. And Booze Man's like all excited and super stabby now. Like he really likes the stabbing action of the bad guys. So there's that. Schizo is plotting against Iron Mike. We hate Schizo. Iron Mike knows about the plot. Doesn't care. We weaponized Boozer. Yes, we did. What is that? What is that sound?
No, Revelio.
Who the hell are these dudes?
Rally behind strength and you can't go wrong. When minds stand behind wind.
Alright, I feel like taking them down. I don't know who they are, but I feel like taking them down.
Not worth the trouble if you ask me. I tell you this. Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms.
I'll show you a protecting charm, bitch.
I'm sure it'll be hard
Whoops.
to kill a moon up.
What now?
Confringo.
What have you done?
Protego.
Nothing more than luck.
Yeah. Let me recharge my ancient magic with this. Come on, bro.
Let's do one.
Easy. I feel like there's something else. We got with Ricky. Oh no. I have to pause for this. I have to pause to tell you this next part. Okay, so first, it's really important that you remember Ricky and Addie. Addie is like the nurse doctor lady at Iron Mike's camp. Ricky used to ride with Boozer and Deacon, but it's been a while. So Ricky and Addie are obviously a thing. They're a thing. They're a relationship, a situationship, whatever the fuck, right? There's something. So after, like, we remember it was Ricky, like when Deacon had the idea of like Boozer needs to feel like he's still able to fight, like he can still help against the Rippers and the Freakers and all that. So Deacon's idea on that was, let's make him let's weaponize him. Yeah, let's give him like a spear hand or whatever, a knife hand. It was Ricky that Deacon asked for help with that. So Ricky saw Deacon's love for Booze Man, right? The friendship, how much he cares about him. And then it was Deacon that helped Ricky with her side project to get that water generator, like on that river or whatever, to get that unplugged so they can get electricity to Iron Mike's camp. It was Deacon that helped her with that to help the entire town. So I think this might have been where we left off, at this part that I'm telling you. So we're at Iron Mike's camp, right? Everyone's having a great time. Iron Mike's giving his speech. Schizo is like kind of alienating himself, right? Kind of like separating himself from the group because of Iron Mike's speech about how we need to trust each other. We need everyone to be like together. And Schizo's trying to stab Iron Mike in the back, right? Deacon and Iron Mike both know this, by the way. So as the festivities are going, right? Deacon is like, I don't remember how it is that Deacon and Ricky ended up walking away together, but they ended up walking away from the main festivities together. Maybe to check on Boozer or to drop something off at the clinic building, something, right? Oh, it was Deacon had like a cut or like something, like a wound that he hadn't noticed. And Ricky's like, all right, let me go take care of that. They're at the clinic, they're at that thing. And Ricky starts putting the moves on Deacon. Deacon's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're with Addie. You're with Addie. And Ricky's like, it's just a thing. It's a casual thing, you know, it's not that serious, right? But from the way they were arguing, you know, Ricky and Addie, the way that they were like arguing with each other and all that, like it's obviously not just a casual thing. Yeah. See, when she went into the Wawa, I think like the combination of how Deacon looked at her, like Ricky just, and like that combined with what Ricky had seen Deacon do, all of the acts of good that she'd seen Deacon doing and actively helping her with, combined with how he looked at her when she was in her underwears. Yeah. So Ricky read a little more into that than there was, I think. Like, not to say that Deacon wasn't like, hello, but like, you know, he doesn't seem like that kind of guy. Like, not when there's another thing going on. So that's what he was like, wait, no, but you're with Addie. It's, no, I can't. You're with Addie. And she's like, no. So Ricky, I forget exactly what she said, but she was like, she went from like insinuating to like strongly hinting to just basically saying, let's get it on. And Deacon was like, no. And by this point, somewhere a little bit earlier, like during the festivities or at some point somewhere, Ricky had known the entire time, like from back when she rode with Deacon back in the, like a few months before, right before the game started. Apparently Ricky had known or suspected that Deacon, maybe he didn't actively have someone, but that he was mourning someone, right? Because at some point, it might have been that you missed, Ricky just basically asked him, like, show me the picture you keep looking at. And it's a photo of Sarah. And even Ricky confronted him, just like Boozer confronted him about, like, you gotta move on. She's dead. Why do you keep hanging on to someone that isn't there? You gotta look forward. Only look forward. And I got kind of annoyed that, like, everybody that finds out that Deacon still has this thing for his wife, it's only been like 2 years, right? Like 2 years. It is really traumatic 2 years. And people constantly give him shit about still holding on to her. It's just like, give the man a break. Just come on. So anyways, yeah, Ricky goes from insinuating, like hinting, to like strongly suggestion to just basically saying, yo, I want you. I want this. Let's get it on. It's the apocalypse, brother. Let's go. And Deacon's like, I can't. Like, you know, Deacon's got that look where he like, maybe if circumstances just slightly different, some minor differences, she wouldn't have needed to have asked twice. She wouldn't have needed to ask. She just would have needed to look at him, you know? But like, and I think they both kind of sense that, you know? There's that kind of undercurrent of like, they both kind of look at each other like, man, and just a slightly different, you know? But yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on between Ricky and Addie. But whatever's going on between the two of them, Ricky is apparently the type that's given the situation, it's the apocalypse and all that, right? Fair enough. But yeah, don't know if you're gonna make it through the next day, all that stuff. But yeah. And so as Deacon like is stepping out, I think Deacon and Ricky look at each other. I think there was some very brief dialogue about like, move past it. Hey, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's gonna be awkward. Of course, it's gonna be awkward. But like, I think there was kind of an unspoken agreement to not say anything. Yeah. So that. I mean. Oh. And the worst part, the worst part. This is that. And actually, all that I've said is not actually the worst part. The worst part is still, so Schizo had earlier, as he and Deacon had gone out to look for that TNT that Deacon and Iron Mike thought might be out there somewhere. And you know what? And Hybrid isn't even here to see you talking about the loyalty. Tisk tisk. Tisk tisk. So Schizo and Deacon had gone on this like side mission, right? And during that side mission, Schizo had basically told Deacon, like, bro, like, Iron Mike ain't cutting it out. Like, he's too trusting. He's trying to make, peace treaties with the Rippers, who are fucking insane and are not trustworthy at all. And Schizo, he's not entirely wrong, but he's also not entirely correct. You know what I mean? He's one of those dudes. So he tries like basically recruiting Deacon to be on his side, to basically be not just his right-hand man. His offer to Deacon was this: you and I take over. Like Schizo's offer to Deacon was, you and I take over and you and I run the camp together as co-leaders. Like, he looks at Deacon and he can see the influence that Deacon could have. Does have, even though he's not trying to. He's just trying to, like, live his life. So, and pine for his, dead wife, who we know isn't actually dead. And Deacon's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Iron Mike's my friend. Even if I don't agree with him, I'm not going to stab him in the back. Like, I'm not going to be a part of anything like that. And Deacon was like, you know what? That's on you. You do you, because like Deacon said something like, we all do what we think we need to do in order to survive. I get that. Like, he said something like that, like trying to connect the Schizo, actually trying to connect with him. Like, bro, I understand this is coming from fear, right? You think Iron Mike's going to get you all killed. You're scared. And this is how you're reacting. But Schizo's a piece of shit. He's Schizo. So remember I said that at the festivities, as Iron Mike was giving his speech about togetherness and all that, Schizo basically like skulked off into the shadows. Well, who do you think happened to be walking by the little clinic building while Ricky and Deacon were there? Who do you think decided to walk up to one of the windows, open windows, apparently, and take a peek and just listen to what was going on? And the only part, it was Schizo. And the only part of that entire interaction that he noticed, like he saw and he heard, and then he walked away, was just like his point of view, I think, was Deacon's back and Ricky coming at Deacon, right? So, or maybe something kind of like that. And so what Schizo saw and heard was the beginning of Ricky switching from suggesting to strongly insinuating, like where she had Deacon's shirt off to help with like the wound or whatever, and she was like touching him and talking about his scars and asking him to like tell her, And, you know, Deacon was beginning to get uncomfortable at that point, so he was sounding flustered. And Ricky sounded, well, also flustered, but just, you know, a more deliberate type of flustered. So, yeah. So Schizo saw and heard that. What do you think he's going to do with that knowledge? So yeah, that's where we left off. So I did consider like playing, you know, I did mention maybe I just keep going on Days Gone without any other games until I finish that game. But since this stream's only going to be like, you know, a couple of hours, 2-3 hours maybe, we left off at such a juicy spot. I'm not going to do just like 2 hours of it. So I feel like, yeah, all right. I'll save that one for Monday. But yeah, I believe that's all of the meaty stuff that you missed. I think. It was pretty intense. It's pretty intense. Yeah, Addie
Revelio.
and Addie's awesome. I mean, Ricky and Addie are both awesome. Current controversies notwithstanding, you know. But like Addie don't take no shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like Addie kind of terrifies me. Kind of terrifies Deacon. So, like, it's gonna be bad. Did you just? That's what she said yourself. It was a good one. Oh no.
Revelio.
Oh boy. What's this about? Oh, it's another one of these. The Merlin things. He says it annoys him, but really he finds it endearing. Don't let him lie to you. Easy. I do that when I'm talking quite a bit. I've just never seen someone do it like in written form. And I love it.
Revelio.
I'm a big fan. You'll just... I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm just doing this to zoom in on him. How close would you let me get, fella? Aww! Oh! Yeah, you'll just leave us to wonder if something went wrong? Ooh, embarrassing, technology confession. You know, if you're using the Discord mobile app and, you want to record something, you press the little microphone logo button at the bottom right, and then you slide up. And then you can just record, right? You can depress, you can take your finger off the screen. Yeah, I didn't realize that slide up option was there until like 2 messages ago. So every single fucking time I'd sit there with my dumbass thumb, dumbass pressed against my dumbass screen the entire dumbass time. Yeah. Felt like such an idiot. Yeah, I did. I held that button for minutes. I'm like, I remember thinking to myself, like, this seems rather inconvenient. Like, I don't know. I just, the dexterity of youth. I don't know. Clearly, there were some flaws in my thought process. Clearly. But this is my life. This is my life.
Revelio.
Yeah, I'm trying to usually be sitting still when I'm recording messages, so you don't hear the creaks and groans of me moving around, Let's get in there. Alright, we're gonna talk this dude. Unlimited stamina. We can just sprint for days.
I'm a little thing in there. I just know.
Oh, I don't mind hearing them. Like, I don't mind hearing other people's noises like that. I don't like my sounds. No. Don't you dare start finding excuses to do your whole re-record a message 15 times before you send it so it's just perfect.
Handy resource indeed.
Don't you dare use me to fall back on that habit. That's what he said. Shut up, Nish. Oh, yeah.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
If you have to say it's me, Gareth, no, I don't have a moment for you right now. I'm not interested.
Revelio.
This thing would have to be close, right? How close? Can we see it somewhere? No, we can't, and so I shan't bother.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my
This
young
poor
friend.
bastard.
Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit
The way this guy talks.
unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear
Everything
your
about
visit
you
to
is
Hogsmeade was
disconcerting,
even more
homie.
eventful than mine.
Everything
suppose
about
you
this
could call
dude
it
is
eventful.
disconcerting.
I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you.
I think I end up
I could
disliking
use your
this
help
dude
with something.
by the end of this game.
Do you see that curious
I'm
statue
pretty
over
certain
there?
about that.
Watch what happens when that light changes from day to
I'm
night.
almost positive. And I just sit here all day with this guy, waiting for the night. Great, that wasn't weird at all.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove
Accio.
from the statue.
Oh, I can't accio it?
Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed.
No
Which, incidentally, can only be done at night.
Oh my god, this guy.
Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk.
Oh my god, I hate this
Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade.
And I can't move faster.
Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me.
I wonder
You see,
why.
That day
Your
in
winning
Hogsmeade,
personality?
I turned a corner and came face to face
What up,
with
Nish?
a boggart.
What up?
Or shapeshifter, if you will. which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form
Revelio.
of a demiguise.
A demigod?
Hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch is a secret passageway from Hogwarts to the cellar at Honeydukes. Ah!
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second,
I have thoughts on
an idiot as a demiguise
the
is,
situation, Nish.
most
I do.
would
Just a
find
sec.
my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I mean, yeah, fine.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me
Tosh.
when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster.
All right, Gladwin.
And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it.
Oh man, this
Oh,
guy.
those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue
If Coach would
in
have
the
put me in, we'd have won
prefect's
state.
bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of just like every once in a while, like in the middle of the day for like 2 minutes, just lying down. Sometimes it'll be like, well, you saw that little day couch, when I gave the half tour of like part of my office the other day. Or on my bed or just on the floor. I'll just grab a pillow and just on the floor. It's just a different type of stretching and I like it. I've done it since I was like a little kid. But whenever the kids are around, as soon as I lay down, no matter where it is, their immediate instinct, at least the two younger ones, their immediate instinct is to immediately just like pile on top of me. Every single time. To the point where like their mom tries to like tell them, my cousin, she tries to tell them to like knock it off. I'm just like, nah, just let it happen. Whatever. They barely weigh anything. It doesn't actually bother me. Whatever. No, but when kids want to play like, shooting games, or whatever, like, they casting powers or spells on each other, I always have a moment of like an ethical or moral conflict within me, right? Where part of me is like, should I take this moment to like impress upon them the preciousness of life? Like, is this a moment where I could somehow get them to like not play this kind of game? And then the other part of me is like, they're kids, quit being a jackass and just play with them, like just go along with it, make them laugh, make them giggle. It ain't that deep. Like you like to say, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep, blood. Every single time. And then I usually just end up playing along. But then when they quote-unquote kill me, when I'm quote-unquote defeated, then I'll play dead for like 10 minutes. It's just to really drive it home, like, fine, that's the kind of game you want to play, where I die? Then I die.
Aloha more.
That's fine. Oh boy. Okay. That took me longer than it should have.
You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the
So no
castle,
one
after all.
claps eyes on me. That's what he just said.
Revelio.
So no one claps eyes on me. F off, bro.
Aloha Mora.
F off. Easy. Fly me.
Revelio.
What do we got? Ooh. Dear Mirabelle, my dear Dot has been asking after you. Perhaps I can convince her to stop in for a butterbeer, wise butterbeer capitalized or two if you were to join us. It's been far too long. When you do manage to come by, I wonder if you'd be able to part with a few of your plants, the more fragrant ones. Oh, this is for Professor Garlic. Ever since the troll attack, customers have been complaining about the smell of, believe it or not, old socks. Nothing I've tried seems to cover the stench. Hoping to see you with that. Oh, and Serona's the barkeep. Ah.
Revelio.
In case you're curious, I'm a big fan. All right, you've seen Thor Ragnarok, right? I shouldn't assume. Have you? I'm just stealing from the teachers. What is that? Painting. So Kate Blanchett
Revelio.
plays the primary villain in that movie, Hela, the goddess of death. And there's a particular like sound of like sarcastic surprise that she makes in character in that movie. It's like I can't even it's this it's forever stuck in my head and I'm forever trying to recreate it. Kate Blanchett in that movie, well, I mean Kate Blanchett in general is kind of iconic, but her in that movie is iconic.
Revelio.
More teachers that I'm gonna loot from? Yes. My gear slots are full. Get the hell out of here. Professor Fig, I am in receipt of your most recent owl. Apologies for the delay. I'm still receiving correspondence. Quidditch. What is this? This is we're in Fig's place. Is that what this is? Can we get in here? No. Yeah, everything about her in that movie is just... Okay. Reminder to staff, the Hogwarts house elves do an exceptional job of keeping the castle in order. They're seldom unprepared for any number of items that they might encounter each day. An unexpected stash of wizarding crackers went off from behind a cushion. Engulfed one poor elf in blue smoke. Oh, Peeves.
Revelio.
You jerk. Alright, what's this guy's deal? Damn it!
Hello, Hamora.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it fast enough. We're gonna try though, we're gonna try!
If I catch a spine...
Son of a bitch! Try again. Try again. We go again. Oh, whoops. Whoops.
Revelio.
I don't have to reloot all that though, right? Okay, good. That is one nice thing about this game, is like, they're not trying to be absolute jerks about everything. So at least it does save, like, this stuff where I don't have to reread that letter. All that stuff is really nice. Alright, let's get you over there.
Hello, Hamora.
And let's see if we can get through this quick enough. Easy. Hybrid, yo! What up, dude? What's going on, man? We had kind of accepted that you were, occupied or napping, and we'd made our peace with that. Having said that, it's a pleasure to see you, dude. It's a pleasure to have you drop by. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, dude. Copstones. I do hope things are going well at the castle. Dreadful story about that gentleman from the ministry. Was he really traveling with Elazar and a student? Simply dreadful. Do write when you have a moment. Oh my god. This is that stupid charms professor
Revelio.
who gets his kicks from beating students at kids' games. The jackass. I caught... Nish up on what happened with Days Gone, by the way. With the whole, like, schizo stuff and the whole, That's gonna bring you over? Fudge off.
Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Can I get in here fast enough? Can I get in here fast enough? Give me in there, 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 give me in there. Come on!
They're saying that Ramrock's lawyers are preparing for a rebellion.
Revelio.
Grimlock and Hislop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat, or helm and bow. Anyway, I'm not afraid of goblins. I don't think that's what that class is for.
She's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll?
How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, twit. That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do that.
Now what are these weirdos doing?
Revelio.
Fudge off! What?
This has gone on. You'll pay for this.
What?
I'm not sure how, but you will.
Oh my god. So am I supposed to just do that part like really fast? Like get in there, grab it, and then get out? You are not making me... Oh my god. Okay.
Revelio.
That's just fine. This is what I wanted to do with my entire Sunday afternoon. Why am I getting... I'm not actually annoyed. I'm not like annoyed. Maybe I'm a little annoyed. Just a tiny wee bit annoyed. Wee bit, not a lot.
Revelio.
Okay, now they're just gone. Seriously, like I know we're all in different time zones, but we all woke up at like around the exact same time today. Around noon. Our local times. I don't think that's a good thing, gang. I don't... And now you walk away. I know you walk away.
Revelio.
You walk that way. Don't make me start moving. Okay, fine. I'll go first. Fine. Oh. Now there's only one here. Yeah, the game's just trying to make it nice to me. You know, like, alright, guy. Clearly the stealth in this game is not for you. It's not your strong suit, so let's just make it easy on you. And you know what? Thank you, Hogwarts Legacy. That's... I can get behind this. This level of niceness in my gameplay. Oh, Nish! I just caught your, Well, you know... It couldn't be all good news, I suppose. Rest assured, the next time I bake a batch of chocolate chip cookies, which is likely to be tonight, I'll be just a little bit sad that, What? Why'd you come? What the hell? This dude. All right, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with him?
Revelio.
Bro, he won't move. What? is this? Nish! Oh, it's not funny, but you know, like, it kind of is funny. That's what I ask myself every time I see mansplaining guy. You say, that's what I'm laughing at. I'm sorry. And he's gonna see me, right? No, he doesn't see me. What the? Okay, all right.
Revelio.
The game's being so nice to me that I don't understand. I refuse to believe it. A little snack hybrid? I love it.
Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Well, Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would...
Revelio.
I can come back for this stuff at some other
I
time.
thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going
Oh
to
yeah,
Quidditch
this
school.
kid gets hurt
It's a majestic sport.
in a Quidditch match,
The whole of the human condition.
and this is why Professor Black,
Well, all of the team
headmaster,
flying about and the golden
flippin'
switch.
canceled Quidditch this year.
Oh, I suppose I should pay
That's a level
closer
2 lock, so I'll go.
attention in the next match, if there ever is one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Nish. Oh, now you see me. That's what I was thinking, Nish. Is like, yeah, next time I'm baking a batch of chocolate chip cookies, which is probably going to be tonight, I'll be a little sad, but like virtually. Imagine that I'm sending some of those delicious chocolate chip cookies your way. Chewy. I use both like white and brown sugar.
Revelio.
To add a little chewiness, you know what I mean? Not chewy, you know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say cookie chewiness. It's not like beef jerky chewy, not the same kind of chewy. Many assume this to be the shell of a fire crab. A bejeweled tortoiseshell. Overrun by nifflers. What? Who? Get what?
I'm afraid I must root you out.
What is this? What? How far back am I gonna go?
Revelio.
I'm just here by myself? So does your sister just, like, not get in trouble for that kind of stuff? Because, like, that's some bullshit, Nish. Like, if I cooked something or made something for myself and somebody else ate it, there'd be problems. Problems. You gonna bake those up? Do you got some, you got some chips, some fries or something? What goes with that? I mean, you can, anything pretty much, but... Like, that's just messed up, Nish. So you say you got chicken fillets in your freezer, and I'm just thinking of all the different things I could make. You're just not looking, so I'm just sneaking past you. Thank you. Nobody's looking. On my way, by myself. Keep it simple, Hybrid. I like it. I haven't really, because I've only been up for, well, I've been up for 4 hours, but, I've had like a banana and an orange is what I've eaten today.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light
So,
on
whatever I cook myself for dinner in an hour or two...
First suspected Peeves. He drove the previous
I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to slap.
rancorous carp to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
Okay.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
Why?
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar. And I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance.
Great.
Now,
totally
remember,
not creepy.
The moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Yeah,
you mentioned offering something in exchange for my
What are we going to get out of
I
this?
did. Once you brought me
Creepy
enough
arrangement.
moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of
Helping a grown man with his
Amora.
problems.
Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Shouldn't that be a difficult lock to pick? It doesn't matter.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I'm by dozens. Seems they're everywhere I
I
look.
hate this man.
You have your work cut out for you.
I dislike this
if you
man
were
greatly,
to
I really
ever
do.
unravel their meaning.
Oh, and now you're insulting our intelligence. Okay.
Understood.
You want us to help you.
I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
You just really reminded me of... So,
Revelio.
a few weeks ago I had that free week or free weekend or whatever of Apple TV. And I decided... The portrait depicts the wizard Barufio. Brain elixir. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. What? Okay.
You might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can.
Oh, it's Serona.
I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister
And
is
Sebastian.
Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah,
heading to
Sebastian.
Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah.
It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Okay.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time.
How many missions am I going to get at
Beside
once?
myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Kitty! Hello? But I decided to give, during that free week or weekend of Apple TV or whatever, I decided to give Ted Lasso a try. And something about the way you approach Hybrid at times reminds me a lot of a character on that show. Even though I didn't watch the whole show, I'd only watched like a season and a half. A character played by one of my favorite actors.
Revelio.
Whose name is Juno Temple, I believe is her name, the actor's name. Oh, my gear slots are full. Fuck. Let me clear some inventory space, actually. The character she plays, I believe her name is Keely Jones.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork.
You
Deek has
just,
seen
yeah.
one of these before.
You remind me of
He
that
calls
character
it
sometimes.
A knapsack.
In, like, the best way possible. I mean that as a compliment.
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
Ask Hybrid. Hybrid
Pleasant
knows.
little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deek was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deek can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then.
But I'd really...
Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deek when you're ready to go.
I need to clear some inventory space, Deke. I want to go hang out with you, buddy. I do. But I need to... Okay. Inventory. No, gear. Let's make sure we've got the strongest stuff equipped. 30, 46, 37. All right, that is the one that we're rocking. Good. Ooh. And then we change the appearance. Oh, I love being able to do that. I really do. Like equipping whatever you want, but then changing its appearance to something you've already owned or do own is one of the greatest things in the world that any video game has ever decided to do ever. Yeah, right? Ooh. But I don't have Defendo yet, do I? 29, 36, 31, 40. 40 versus 36. No, I'm keeping this one. Okay. No, wait, whoops. What do I want it to look like, though? Ooh. That's a new cape, isn't it? This is the one we've been wearing. I still kind of like this one. And outfits. Yeah, we're good. You know, a couple of streams ago, Nish, I know that I got onto the topic of the types of things that if I tune into a stream, right? The kinds of things that like turn me off of a stream. And then one of the things I mentioned, one of the experiences I mentioned was a few years ago, a couple of streamers that were big into like Fortnite competitive and Apex competitive. I really enjoyed watching like the comp scene, the competitive scene of those games for a little bit, for a while there. But every single one of those streamers, like all those, dudes, they'd just constantly be obsessed with like making fun of each other for their height,
have a look around.
making fun of each other for their body count, and
Mine now, Demi guys.
and also their dick size. Like just constantly obsessed about talking about their own dicks to each other. And it's just like so I mentioned how like I really did not want this stream to turn into that stream. Like I didn't want to turn into that kind of like content creator, right?
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
When I talked about that though, I assumed that it would be me, like, you know, like that's I was talking about myself, like I didn't want to be the kind of streamer that talked about that. I never suspected that it would be one of my most loyal present viewers that would be the person that makes this stream a dick stream. I never suspected. I didn't see that one. I didn't predict that. I didn't foresee that. I didn't see that coming, you know? That's, what a turn of events. This is why, as they say, this is why you play the game. This is why you show up every day, because you never know, do you? You never know. Alright, I could do that, or I could do that, and I want to do... Ooh. Let's do the Deke mission. Yeah, I'm cool with this. I mean, you gotta let him know, Nish, you know? You gotta let him know. You gotta let him know about yourself, about where you stand, about who you are.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
Again, I'm not saying Rick and Morty is an awesome show. It's got its ups and downs. But one episode where Werner Herzog, of all people, shows up to make like a voice cameo as one of the alien characters.
That was a dark time indeed.
That talks about humanity's obsession with dicks.
Service of the cruelest
It's
wizard
incredible.
he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack.
Shut up, Dish.
It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Oh, no. What have we become?
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the puffle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe.
Yes, it will
All
be.
you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
Okay.
All right.
No. Yes. Yes.
You got one!
Should I get more?
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Okay. How do I see... Okay. Okay. I forget which symbol is which, but I've got one that's gender circle, and now I need gender arrow. Gender arrow. That's not the one I wanted.
I'll look after you.
Damn it! I've got 2 gender circles. I need a gender arrow. Gender cross. Gender cross. Gender cross? There you are. Get back here. Get back here. You! Get trapped!
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yes! Wait. So the dude ones, they made dark gray, brown, and then the female, they made like pink? Sexists. Absolutely sexist. How dare they? That reminds me of the first Jurassic Park movie. Dinosaurs eat man. Woman inherits the earth. Laura Dern. What a champ. What a real one.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The Jobberknolls are just here in this large
We can
train.
talk about sexism and
If it's
traditional gender
helpful,
roles in
Deke
survival
has
situations
seen
later.
also used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
I'm telling you, you're attracting them somehow.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's
They
master
think
was
you're their
not
friend.
kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor and...
I like how you throw in the with you
will not say
before he
more.
like wriggles out of that
But
condition.
Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Any tips? Friendly
Do you have
tips?
any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment and they should return.
Just lean into it and really start befriending them. Then you start becoming that weird chick that like starts walking around in public with like spiders on her. You keep like spiders in your pocket.
Then I shall go and rescue a Jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Lean into the weirdness, yeah, I mean?
Revelio.
This is so fucking cool right now. I'd like to capture a female, because, like, the males seem to be way more common here. Yes! No, this one! This one!
Do
what?
Cooperate, won't you? Arresto momentum.
No! No! Yes!
Professor Howard will never believe this.
You might not be entirely incorrect. Here, they're fine. We'll even it out.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh my god, I just died. Tried to be so politically correct that I actually jumped off a cliff, and now I'm stuck on the edge of this cliff. Oh no. Get me out of here.
Confringo.
Oh no! That's not what I wanted! I'm sorry, friend! Get trapped.
Settle yourself.
I mean you no harm. I mean, I did just shoot you with a ball of fire, but other than that, I mean you no harm.
Revelio.
It's not a great sign that the cramp pain is so bad that your best choice is to drown it out with greater pain. That's not good. That's not good. It's not great.
I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of. A herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oh, Nish. When's science gonna figure out this whole situation, you know what I mean? Stupid science.
Revelio. Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
Awesome.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
Why did the house elves have to be reassigned? Isn't there like a community or someplace that house elves could go? What's that all
Go
about?
and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Or is that part of the whole nature of elf things now? Because Dobby was kind of out doing his own thing. I have not yet, Nish. I have not. I haven't gotten around to it. I need to just sit here right at my computer.
Revelio.
And
Now, I'm only trying to help. I'll guide you. Revelio.
I'll get there eventually. But I need to sit
Revelio.
like here at my computer and just add, like, look up and add all of those. Oh, hello. What? Okay.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
And just look all those up on YouTube and
everything's all right now.
Get a playlist added. But I'm so very easily distracted, Nish. I'm so very easily distracted.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's
Or
a
he's
marvelous
passed out
sight.
again. You know, one or the
He
other.
supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts.
Or he's
but
just
for
passed
now,
out.
Let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hey, give us a number between 1 and 217. I'm gonna go get the book. Execute Order 66. I think we've done this one already too. This is the do you feel that advice from older people carries a special weight because of their greater experience? I think we've already done that one. Different one. I'm going to pick one. This is question 135. I just flipped to it, okay? Which... Oh, well, we'll do... All right, fine. We'll do numbers... We'll do 16. We'll do 16. We'll do 16. No worries, no worries. We'll do both of them. We'll do 16 first. Okay. This is actually very apropos, given your current baby fever state. If at birth you could select the profession your child would eventually pursue, would you do so? Now keep in mind, this doesn't mean that your kid's going to be successful at it. It's just, if you could choose what kind of profession your kid is going to go after, what are they going to pursue? If you could choose that, would you do so? That's a very firm no. Really? Not even a little bit? Like, there isn't some sort of career that, like, you would love for your kid to go after? Or is it the whole, like, taking away their free agency no matter how well intended that freaks you out? Why such a strong, confident no? Oh, you just It's not part of your equation of loving your kid is what they end up doing. That's fair.
Revelio.
That's my plan. That's my plan. What the hell is this? This creepily reminds me of like the opposite effect, like, you know, in like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, like when the atom bombs went off, like some people, like all that was left of them is like a shadow on like sidewalks and walls and stuff. Yeesh. I think I make an excellent housemate. Thank you very much. I keep to myself. I'm relatively tidy. I can cook. Now what, bitch? Now you don't see me. Now you don't see me. Now I just sneak up on you. I sneak up on you. Kika! For 500 coins, okay?
Revelio.
Hybrid Ben, you're just always living on the edge, homie. I thought you'd at least give me a closet under the stairs like Harry got, you know what I mean? Harry at least got a little closet. All I get is an under sink cabinet?
Revelio.
Weird. That's weird. Okay. Enough farting around. Let's get up there.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all.
Damn it! It gets worse!
Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
Hybrid, are you trying to make a pun about grating
What exactly
cheese?
did you think of? You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside.
See, Nish, if
when you're
Hybrid's
ready.
offering me an under the sink cabinet, I think I pick Hybrid's under the sink cabinet over your bathroom. If I had to choose. But it's a bathroom!
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
But it's a bathroom.
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives.
Missed opportunity, Hybrid.
Perhaps you want to
Missed
release them.
opportunity, homie.
Let them see their new home.
Oh, Deke. Oh.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
This might be my
Deke
favorite
hopes
part of
so
this whole
too.
game.
But if you do run out of
The
room,
animal care.
Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to
this
care
is how
for
we get into
beasts
that
in
trap.
need,
Okay.
And she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Everything.
I shall let you know when I have some.
God damn. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Everything except your dick. Ah. I want to release these guys in here. Yep. 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 Whoa! All right, you get brushed.
You are doing good work here.
You get brushed. You get brushed. You get brushed. You get brushed. Get some chow. Awesome. And I've got one more fellow over here. Hey, guy. Get brushed. Get fed. Well, and also the spiders. Also, the spiders don't seem to be exactly small, are they? No, you just need to find yourself a short king or queen. You know what I mean? Hybrid's not that tall. Find yourself.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Okay. You know, I've never dated a woman that's like significantly taller than me, you know, like 6 inches or more taller than me. I'm not saying I want to. I'm not saying it's like a thing I'm looking for. No. I'm just saying, like, I'm curious as to that experience. Like, would it bother me, like, walking around getting looks? I mean, I'm used to walking around, like, if I'm dating someone and getting looks, because usually, like, you know, most of the women I've dated are white, and I'm not. People tend to look at that, like, what's going on over there? In what ways would my ego be bruised? Would my ego get bruised, you know? I don't know.
Revelio.
Just fantastic. Thank you. Like, would there be parts, like, at times that I would be embarrassed by that? Like, I wouldn't want to be. Would it be, like, just, you know? Would it be an emotional maturity thing? So many questions about that experience.
Revelio.
Anything else to loot here? Yes, there is. How do I get up there? Wait, can I go in here? I can! Yeah, those are some tall-ass doors, actually, Nish.
Revelio.
Is that a German thing? Because German people are tall? Is that what that is? Why the fuck are the doors so tall? What the hell? Yeah, that's more like it. Frickin' gigantic Germans. I suppose other parts of the world would say similar things about the width of our seating. Fucking badass Americans.
Revelio.
It's not my fault the world isn't ready for this jelly, you know what I mean? It ain't my fault. And there's more. More! ¿Dónde está mi regalo? There it is.
Revelio.
I'm actually, you know what, Nish? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of you using any word other than... I would also accept schlong. I don't know how I feel about ding dong. I'm not sure. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Revelio. What did you ask me to do with my magical materials?
Use the spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
Oh, okay, got it.
And
Yeah,
you'll be able to weave your magical materials into your clothing.
That's the
Come
good
back
stuff.
to Deke once you've
Schneedel.
enhanced a piece of clothing.
Schneedel. Sounds like Smeagol. Oh, I have to actually assign the enchanting spell. Which is this? Okay. Psych! This. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go with the gloves. Increased damage with Incendio. Significantly increased damage dealt to cursed targets. God, I don't want to do any of those. What about the scarf? What? Are those the only things I can do? These are the only things I can do. Alright. Fine. It's only one Puffskein first, so that's okay. And then I need to upgrade an article of clothing. Ah, that seems expensive. Fine. Okay.
That came out nicely.
All right, Deke, thank you
should
for
show Deke.
forcing me to waste my valuable resources when I wasn't ready to.
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Wait. Can we... Wait. Why are you sad that Hybrid isn't a ginger? What's up with that?
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Okay, thank you, Deke.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Thank you, homie. Gnome and gold pot security. What is that? What is that? What are you referencing? Isn't it kind of like a funny coincidence? You know, I think you missed our little side tangent conversation in our last stream about happy coincidences. I think you might have missed that. I just couldn't help but comment on, like, you know, so Valentine's Day rolled around. And on that day, what a happy coincidence that the game we're playing, Days Gone, in the story happened to be at, like, just revving up the bromance storylines between Boozman and Deacon. Just excellent timing for the day. And that got us into a little side tangent about just happy little coincidences, you know, like whatever force it is that causes those things to happen. Maybe it's, you know, good karma that you accumulate and it pays off in things like this. Maybe it's not a karma thing at all. Maybe it's just some of us pay attention and we find meaning in things going well, and some of us don't pay attention or don't place meaning on those little things. What a happy little coincidence is that the three of us are all short. There's another one of those things that I'm like, you know what? We didn't all have to be. We're like almost like, we're like what, 5'4", 5'6", 5'7", like the three of us? Like Nish, myself, and Hybrid. We're like 5'4", 5'6", 5'7". I like that. That seems to fit. It seems to fit. 3 inches is not as tall as a head. A head is taller than 3 inches. Unless you got a really short head. Right? Or are you shorter than 5'4"? 5'7" is short. Not like short. Just make sure that you've got your curls on ultra bounce, you know, when you see them. Give yourself the added height. Gang, I said this was going to be a short stream. We're at, right now it's 4:54 after PM for me, meaning it's 10:54 hybrid, 11:54 niche. And I figured I'd be stopping stream at 5 PM my time, which is, it's usually the time. I guess you're not wrong, hybrid. I don't, maybe it's that whole, maybe it's just the image I have of European dudes, or in particular European white dudes. I just tend to imagine tall. I tend to imagine an average of closer to 5'10". Yeah, Germany, average 6 foot. So maybe I'm just like, my mind is just like has the wrong image of the average height of men in the UK, in England. Maybe for some reason I have the German picture in my head of, yeah, like tall ass dudes. I imagine like if I ever went to Europe, anywhere in Europe, or if I went to Germany, like not only would I stand out because of the skin color, but like my height. I'd just be this short little dude walking around. Or yeah, the fucking Dutch. The fucking Dutch are also just massive, aren't they? Yeah. Yep. So maybe that's more on me. I gotta correct my perception. But regardless, yeah. If we're all a fairly similar height, and I appreciate that. Not any one of us is like weirdly taller or shorter than the other two. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with that. So we got a couple of minutes. If you guys are okay with it, I'd like to do a couple of questions. Yeah, see, and you got that going for you, Nish. You can raid Hybrid's wardrobe and take everything. Couple of questions, and then maybe we'll wrap things up. I mean, we'll still have like the group chat and stuff, but Misa getting hungry. Let me ask y'all the question that's let me get some tunes going. Let me ask y'all the question that I stumbled across earlier, and I wanna hear your guys' answer. The question I stumbled across was question 135. 135. Which would you prefer? A wild, turbulent life filled with joy, sorrow, passion, and adventure. We're talking about intoxicating successes and stunning setbacks, right? High highs, low lows. Or a happy, secure, predictable life surrounded by friends and family without such wide swings of fortune and mood. Which of those two lives would you prefer? Nish, safe and secure? Maybe I shouldn't be surprised by that, but I am. Now, if y'all are comfortable sharing why, I'd be interested in hearing it. I'm going to give you my why. Why I would choose, same as you, I choose the second option. Because I have come to find out, like for me, I just don't have fun with like the more extreme situations or events in life. I find my joy in like much smaller, simpler, ordinary things, you know? Like I just do. Like my joy is already in the small things, so if I could have a life where all those kinds of things are just, you know, easier for me and more consistent for me, that would actually be it for me. Yeah. Yeah. Like your personality getting stuck with the low lows all the time would just hit too hard. I feel that. Hybrid, yeah, dude. I like hearing that. Yeah. There's too much like I get too big a smile on my face from like, yeah, just like, well, in my case, coffee instead of tea. But yeah, same thing. Hey, that's what I did to your mom last night joke, you know? Jokes about farts and big penises. Hey, Hybrid. Give us a number, mate. Exactly, dude. Board games with the family are just fucking... As long as we're not gambling money, because again, even if we're only playing for pennies, I refuse. It's just too much pressure for me. I hate it. The brownies that you made and you didn't get to eat. This might be one... I don't know if we've done this one before, Hybrid. You tell me. I think we might have. In conversations, do you tend to listen or talk more? I can't remember if we did that one. I feel like we might have. But just in case we haven't. Okay, we have. Cause yeah. Okay. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna start doing? When one of you gives the... Okay, you already got one. 1, 2, 3, okay. I think this is one of those questions that like your emotions are going to tell you to answer it one way, like, you know, like a little, not defensively, but something close to that. But the reality might be different. I'll be interested. Okay. When you do something ridiculous, and this seems like something accidental, like when you make a fool out of yourself. When you do something ridiculous and you make a fool out of yourself, you embarrass yourself, you know? How much does it bother you to have other people notice it and laugh at you? For me, yeah, it could be situational, right? Depending on how bad it is or whatever. But like, ultimately, see, when I consider that kind of situation, there's two types, right? There's the type like, you remember the story I told you guys about that one time I was at that bar and we were having a conversation about that one chick that wouldn't leave my buddy alone. And then I yelled something really unfortunate and embarrassed myself to the entire bar in a moment where nobody was talking and no music was playing. Like, that kind of moment is one thing, right? Like, I don't, you know, it's easy to laugh along with that. It is. But when it's like I'm walking and like I slip and fall. Like that kind of thing with like others would like maybe point and laugh, but maybe you fell and you like it actually kind of hurt. Yeah, that bothers me. That bothers me. Because I think my immediate reaction, well, most of the time when I see somebody slip and fall, is like, oh my God, are you okay? You know, it's like, yeah. Or if something accidentally strikes me in the nether regions, right? If you're going to laugh at me, if your urge is to laugh at my physical pain when you see that, you know what? Maybe just like turn away from me. Show me your back and then laugh. Don't laugh like in my face about it. That's... Yeah. Yeah. If it's something where I physically hurt myself and people are laughing at me, go fuck yourself. Otherwise, yeah, I just go along with it. Yeah. I'll lash out. Like, if I've hurt myself and you're laughing at me, I will lash out at you and I won't let it go. I'll hold the grudge against you for the rest of my life. And if I become a ghost, the rest of your life. I think at least one more, gang. Let's do at least one more. Okay. So the rule I was going to introduce earlier was this about like if we, because Nish, I should start writing down like the numbers. I should. I'm not going to. I know. I'm because like then I'm gonna start introducing the whole like I need to write them down in a way where I can like easily make sure, you know. So like I have to come up with like a system. And then that's going to be a whole thing that my mind has to like work on. And like, I have to make sure the list is readily accessible at all. Maybe I make an electronic list, right? Maybe like in an Excel spreadsheet or something. So like, then I'm going to start going that way with it. And no, I mean, you're not wrong, Nish. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But also, I don't necessarily mind revisiting questions every now and again. Because unlike a politician, I appreciate the fact that my opinion changes and my feelings change. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes like one dramatic thing will happen and I'll feel differently about something. I'm spinning my dementia into a positive. Thank you very much, Nish. You're not going to bring me down to your level. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much. The rule I was going to introduce, if we say a number of a question that we've already like answered and we don't feel like redoing it, then I'm just going to go one up or one down. So like if when you say 200, if we've done 200, I'll go to 201 or 199. Just one up or one down. So that's what I was going to do. We'll do at least 2 more questions then, because Hybrid, you threw out a number. What I was going to do is when you said 1, 2, 3, I was going to go with 1, 2, 2. I'll save that one. Just let's check out number 3 first. And that's, you know why? That's why this little trio works, because you forget I grew up in an Hispanic, a Mexican family, and that's the vibe. That's the vibe. Oh my God. I thought 3 was going to be lighter than 122. Okay. Both of these are have the potential to be a little heavy. One of them is about love and one of them is about death. Do you want to do the love one first or do you want to do the death one first? That's the choice. Questions 122 and 3 are both potentially kind of heavy. Oh, no. Yeah, love or death, gang. One of you has to pick. Love or death. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Exactly, hybrid. Well, in that scenario, you're assuming that love is good and death is bad. That's not necessarily, it could be the other way around. Love could be bad and death could be good, depending on the situation, the context. But since you spoke up, hybrid, even if Nish speaks up and says something, I'm going to ignore whatever she says. Hybrid, it's on you. Love or death, homie? Love or death? And I got a full glass of water, so I'm gonna just wait on you. I'm gonna wait until you decide. And I know how you feel about being forced to make a decision, and I'm still doing it to you. I'm still okay with that. If I were white, Nish, you could start pulling cards on me, like in this case, the gender card. But no, you cannot pull the gender card on me. You're not very demure. Shut up, Nish. I genuinely do not have fun ending stream ever when you guys are here. I want you to know that. Love first, death last. Okay. So this first question number 122. If you were happily married, all right, happily married, and then you met someone else that you felt was certain to always bring you deeply passionate, intoxicating love, would you leave your spouse that, again, you're happily married to? And I want you to, the book, not me, I want you to consider that question, scenario 1, you don't have any kids. Scenario 2, what if you do have kids? So again, you're happily married, but then you meet someone that you know is going to blow your mind every day. Would you leave your spouse? Is your decision to leave your spouse different based on whether you have kids or don't have kids? We'll talk about that comment later, Nish. Answer the question. Answer the question. Talking about bad boys. Ba-da-bam. Wanna be a bad. So both of you give some version of staying. So if both of you, let's both of you imagine that you're Brad Pitt and you bagged the Jennifer Aniston. And then you met Angelina Jolie. Both of you, Brad Pitts, would stay with Jennifer Aniston. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Confirm that for me, both of you, please. In that exact specific scenario, I want to read both of you saying, yes, I, Brad Pitt, select Jennifer Aniston and not Angelina Jolie. Like, in that case, they're both winners. You know what I mean? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. See, for me, the idea of deeply passionate, intoxicating love like that. That the idea of that kind of love, right, is not sustainable. I know that the question says that person's always going to bring you that love. So maybe what I'm trying to say is I could not withstand that level of all the time. That'd be like, imagine like the first like relationship, like, you know, that you have or have had, will have or have had, where you say like the L word to each other, right? Or the first person that you think you're gonna like propose to or whatever. Like the honeymoon phases of that type of relationship where you're all just like gaga all over each other, emotionally and physically perhaps, but mostly emotionally. That shit's only great for a little while. After a little while, it's like, God damn it, let's settle in, let's settle down, let's chill out a little bit, right? Can we just go bake something together? You want to bake some cookies or some brownies? You know what I mean? Like, let's order a pizza and just chill out. let's just, let's get into our pajamas and then just sit on the couch together watching a show we both like at the same time. And then that's the rest of the night. That's all we do. That's it. Yep. That, it's kind of like the whole, what do you find happiness in, right? Like the big ups of life, or like just the simple stuff. And like Hybrid said, yeah, the simple stuff, the good stuff is the simple stuff. What is it that Gandalf says in The Hobbit? Is it The Hobbit? Or is it one of the Lord of the Rings movies? Where he's talking about like keeping evil at bay, and he's like, I found it's the little things, ordinary acts of kindness and love, or something like with that little speech that he does. Yeah. Okay. This is a follow-up question to this. I can feel Hybrid's disappointment from across the Atlantic Ocean when he reads your last two comments, Nish. I can feel it in my heart, in my soul. His crushing disappointment. All right, so the follow-up to this is my follow-up. This isn't from the book. Would you tell your spouse about that other person? Would you tell them anything about the thought crossing your mind, about the person approaching you, about you considering it even for a brief moment, even if it was only a split second that you thought about it, and after that split second, every ounce of you firmly was like, fuck off, I'm happy where I'm at. Even if it was just a split second, would you tell your spouse about that moment of consideration? Being honest and serious. I mean, oh, that's a tough one, gang. That's a tough one. Because, like, okay, you know how I mentioned, like, one of my biggest, like, in a relationship, if your partner ever asks you something that they mean innocently and sweetly, like, why do you stay with me? Or what is it that you like so much about me? Or what do you find attractive in me? Or what do you think that I do is cute, It's a question that's that, when your partner asks you that, what do you see or find in them? What, habits or traits or quirks that do they have that you find endearing? It's kind of like it's a dangerous place to go, to say some of those things out loud. Because, like, you could putting that into that person's head, you know, like the whole, like, it's just the way you laugh in this situation, or this particular look that you give, or whatever, the sound, whatever. Now that person knows, and like they might think about it, and it will no longer be something that naturally occurs. It won't ever feel natural again. This is one of those fears, like one of those conversations where it's like, I know that at some, like, roles reverse, right? If, you know, like, my partner had the moment of like somebody crossed their path, and just for a split second, the thought crossed their mind, uncontrolled, unbidden. They didn't ask for that thought to enter their head, but it did, and they thought about it, and then they were like, no, fuck no. See, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, honesty is everything, right? Yeah. But also, like, in what way would either of us, her or me, benefit in her telling me that for a split second, she uncontrollably it wasn't on purpose, thought about another man, and then quickly squashed it? Because of course, right? Of course she squashed it. Is that, like, on a normal day, on most days, if you know, my lady tells me that, I probably laugh about it, and then tease her about, of course, like, you know, any man would want you, and blah, 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 whatever, you know, like, it turns into a happy moment. But what if she misreads my mood? What if I'm actually having a bad time and I'm trying to keep it to myself because I don't want to burden her with my bad day? And it's on that day that she tells me that. You know what I mean? Like, there's honesty, and then there's honesty. I know it's a dangerous, it's a really, right? Because once even that's kind of scary, right? Because, like, if your partner ever finds out that you kept that kind of thought from them, no matter how ridiculous the thought was, well, now you know that they're going to keep some things from you sometimes, and then that kind of messes with your head. I think it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. I think you're either with someone that's like, I don't know. I think I make a decision in the moment, and I think that decision more often than not is like, this could be a cute, harmless thing to tell her about, you know, my partner, if it was me that had the thought, could be a cute and harmless thing that we laugh about, or I could cause a whole situation over nothing, over something I had zero control over. It's nothing. It's less than nothing to me, right? I get the whole honesty is everything. I get that. At the same time, human beings are not always rational, right? And sometimes I think there's, I don't know. I don't think I necessarily always 100% every time tell my partner that story. I don't think I do. I think most of the time I would. But, like, I cannot give a 100% firm yes on that, because, like, no. I think sometimes that would just be the stupidest thing that a person could do. There is such a thing as being too honest. Sometimes. I think maybe you have conversations with your partner about, like, I think that, you know what? Every potential relationship partner or whatever should have, like, this kind of conversation where they talk about this kind of stuff. Because, like, I think I'd like to know that my partner is going to keep certain things from me if I know what kinds of things, what type of things she's going to keep to herself. I think that's where my comfort zone is. All right, fair enough. Cool. You don't have to tell me about every guy that hits on you because, like, unless you want to. But odds are, like, unless you're venting about it, like, if you're just telling me because you feel obligated, because you feel like I need to know because I'm your man, well, that's kind of weird. I don't need to know that. Like, if you feel like you want to tell me, okay. So, yeah. Yeah, that's where I stand with that. Do I go to the death question now? I think I go to the death question, assuming you guys are even still here. Are you still here? I hope you're still here. I've been yapping. I've been yapping for a few minutes. Okay. I'll ask this question. Question number 3. If you were to die, if you were to perish this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? And why haven't you told them yet? That is question number 3. And that was not my pick. That was Hybrid's pick. I would understand if some of you feel a little uncomfortable about answering this question in a public domain, because that's what this stream is. It is a public domain. So if you're not comfortable answering that question either here or in our private group chat, I would understand that, because this is a really personal one. That's what you would most regret not having told someone? I gotta tell you, Nish, I'm gonna call bullshit on that. I think you're lying. I think you're lying to yourself and to us with that. You're joking. That's a joke. You're being sarcastic. Oh, you're being serious. Wait, why haven't you? So you haven't told them because they're gonna get angry and potentially even more restrictive about your access to the internet. Do you feel like they've had a conversation with you where they want you to like truly see why they're restrictive about, or about the internet? Or do you feel like they just do it because it makes them comfortable and they don't feel like talking to you about it? Hybrid, are you saying the whole that I care for them thing? Are you saying just like Nish is something about her parents, same thing for you? About your parents? That's who you would tell you care for them? You guys are hitting me with like some really sweet answers. I was expecting something more in like the embarrassing, like potentially exposing side. Nah, you guys are being super sweet about it. Oh, I'm not even frustrated. I'm just, that's sweet. You guys. Those are really sweet answers. I'm trying to think. A whole book of phone stuff. Your friend? Hybrid? I mean, there's things I might consider that I never told anyone. Yeah, right? Like, what is it about, like... I know all of us, like, in some way, shape, or form, though, like, I'm guessing in our cases, much less traumatically than in your case, Nish. What is it about, like, why is it so hard, so difficult to find people that you can trust with your pain? Like, I feel like it's easy to find people like, that like the same football club as you, the same movies, the same video games. You can meet people in like a lobby that you can like make friends with. Like when it's just like good stuff. But finding someone that you can really trust with like your hurt, that's tough. That's tough. Like I think back, right? Like I suppose there's things that like at certain points in my life, yeah, there's some things that I could have and maybe should have said at different points. But I am genuinely struggling. I'm struggling to think of something that I'm really like, that I feel that strongly about. You know, there's one or two people that I wish I would have told to fuck off to their faces. One or two people that I wish I'd have told them I liked to their faces. But none of those are like life-changing, big, like, I'm gonna regret going out not having said it. They're small, petty things. I tell my family I love them all the time. Well, when I see them, I tell them I love them all the time. To the point where they tell me to stop saying it. Yeah. I'm not trying to duck this question. I'm just... having a hard time with it. Hell, even like closing down stream, I never want to walk away feeling like I didn't tell you guys, like, that you make my day better by showing up every time that you're here, without trying to make you feel any pressure about like having to show up, live your life. You know what I mean? Nah. The only things I can think of are small petty things where I wish I would have told someone to fuck off if they're a jackass, but it wouldn't have actually. Nah. I got nothing. I don't know if that's good or bad. It could be good, right? Like that I maybe I just always speak my truth. I hated myself as I said that, by the way. But like, damn. Maybe it's bad. Maybe I live my life so like emotionally safe that my brain can't even imagine the thought of exposing myself emotionally like in this way. So I don't even create the situations because I would never pursue them. Damn. Yeah, guys, I might have just... We maybe should have... This might be a bit of a mind F. A bit of a mind fuck this evening. Because I don't know if it's good or bad that I can't come up with a good answer. A legit answer to this question. I'm going to be pondering this for the rest of the evening. Thanks, Hybrid. Great selection on question number 3, homie. Oh, Hybrid. Before I forget, I've been meaning to say this the last couple of... the most important one. Yesterday, obviously, like I said, I told you I wasn't going to. I did not wake up at 6:30 a.m. my time to watch the Arsenal Leicester City match. But I did catch the highlights last night. It's just I didn't get around to it until pretty late, and I figured you guys, asleep. I don't know, because I didn't, it's just highlights. I didn't see the actual match. I don't know how or why Arsenal struggled to put points on the board until like the 80th minute. But yeah. I make fun of a lot of people for a lot of things, Nish. I'm gonna play the old man dementia card and pretend like I don't remember making fun of you for this. But the highlights. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like the highlight videos are like 12, 13 minutes long, right? So we're like in minute number 8 or 9 of these highlights, and the score is still 0-0, and I'm like, oh my god! Like they just showed a graphic at the beginning of this highlight video that showed Leicester City had not only lost their previous 5 consecutive matches at home, but they hadn't managed to put they hadn't scored a single goal in any of those 5 consecutive home losses, which, like, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. So we're into the like 70th, 80th minute, and the score's still tied up. But what the fuck is happening? I was about to get really concerned that you were gonna have a really bad Saturday/Sunday because of that game. But now, thankfully, it worked out for him. But yeah. The crowd was really into it up until that point too, and then as soon as that first goal went in, that poor crowd just absolutely deflated. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm going to continue following Arsenal, but it makes it easy for me to get into that sport and to watch more of it when I know that like somebody else that knows about it follows a certain team. So don't be surprised if I keep bringing them up. What time do you have to get up, Nish? Later. What time do you have to get up later today? I don't have to wake up at any particular time. 5:45. What? So like 5 hours and 10 minutes from now? Is that math right? Is that mathing correctly? 5 hours and 10 minutes from now? No, dude, and then I watched it, then I got sidetracked into these 2 videos about the original Brazilian Ronaldo, his dribbling skills. I remember watching, him as a kid, watching his Brazil teams, but I was a little kid, so I didn't recognize the brilliance. Jesus Christ. Dude was filthy. That dude was filthy. Absolute filth. Oh, Nish. There is a part of like, I sometimes wonder, Nish, if Hybrid and I and anybody and everybody else that you interact with instead of sleeping, at that time of day, that time of night, if all of us just like ignored you, would you go to sleep faster? Not ignored you all the time. I mean, just ignored you once it's past midnight your time. Would that actually help you sleep faster? But how do you know? What I'm saying is, one of these days I'm just going to start ignoring you without explanation. And then when you get all upset about it, I'm going to be like, it's for your own good. Oh, you have tried that before. But maybe if we try it again. Oh, no, I just so you know, like, if someone's like replying, then I'm going to keep replying. So like, I'm very rarely like the first to walk away, like, or else I just like if I'm just like passed out, then obviously. See, Hybrid, I used to be that way. I used to always need to have something going on. And I don't know what switch flipped in my head, at some point in my life. Having a fan, like that little bit of like white noise, that little bit of noise, but it can't be anything like a TV. It can't be somebody talking. It can't be music. It can't be anything I'm going to like try to listen to or engage with. That's why a fan is perfect. I've got this little like, it's not a fan. It's like an air purifier thing. And the sound of the fan within that air purifier circulating, that helps me sleep. So what did you do to traumatize Hybrid, Nish? What did you do to traumatize the poor lad? The poor bloke. What have you done? Yeah, you got the spiders to keep you company. Ask the spiders to sing you some lullabies. I'm sure they would oblige. Maybe you could learn to find the feeling of them crawling all over you as like calming and therapeutic, you know? Like it kind of tickles. They're just trying to get warm, you know? They're just trying to get warm. It's cold outside. It's cold out there. Okay. We got the group chat. I'm gonna close the stream down. I'm gonna start thinking about what I'm gonna cook for dinner. I am hungry. And if you can't sleep, we got chat. We got the chat. All right, guys. Let me do the goodbyes. Hybrid, Nish, as always. Even for the unplanned, random, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and Hybrid, no, yes! Oh, thank you. Oh my god. I had forgotten. For like all of yesterday, so my one cousin, the one that I grew up with, who's just like 6 months older than me, who's mom to my godson and, you know, the little girls, her husband, also my cousin now, he and especially his younger brother have been fans of anime for like, you know, most of their lives. So over the years, they've each separately tried to like talk to me about anime, and I've always just been like, guys, I appreciate it, I just don't really watch it. So they stopped, like years ago they stopped. Well, yesterday when they were here, my cousin and, you know, my cousin and her husband and the kids, I just, you know, I gave them the remote to my Roku in the living room and said, you know, put something on. They went to Netflix and they saw that I'd watched a little bit of Demon Hunter. And this dude's mind was blown, like, are you watching anime now? And I'm like, oh, hold your horses. Because he starts like throwing all these animes at me that I need to watch. I'm like, well, like Demon Slayer. Thank you. Sorry. I was like, whoa, chill out. Like this is like the second anime that I've checked out. The second one, and you know, like I'm enjoying it, but I've only watched like, you know, a few episodes. And at that moment, I remembered like, wait, on stream, Hybrid, you had suggested an anime, and I had looked it up, and it looked like animation style cool, and the recap was cool, and there were only a few episodes, and I'm like, fuck, I don't remember the name of it anymore. It drove me nuts, and I told myself I was going to ask you in my next stream, and then I forgot. And you, my friend, have just reminded me. Has Been Hotel. I am going to Amazon Prime, and I am actually adding it to my list. I looked it up, but I hadn't added it. It's added. I meant to check that out, and I couldn't because I didn't remember. And I didn't want to like ask in the chat last night because, again, by that time, when they left, like when I messaged you guys last night to me, I figured you guys were already asleep. I didn't want to ask. But now I added it. Thank you for bringing it up, Hybrid. Thank you for bringing that up. I am being... Oh, thank you. That was like a little splinter in my brain, and I couldn't... Oh my god, it drove me nuts yesterday. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my best, gang. Little by little, I'm doing my best. I'm not going to say I'll ever get there, but I know. I'll get better. Nish... Hybrid, we're doing the goodbyes. Thank you very much for showing up. Even on a day where it's Sunday, I usually don't stream, and I give you guys next to no warning. You're still here. You don't have to be. But I appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much. Can't tell you how much better it makes my day. Anyone else that's here listening in, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for lurking. If you're catching us on replay or on VOD, thank you very much for clicking on the thumbnails. Click the like and subscribe buttons, why don't you? I'm not monetized, so you're only doing it to give me like a little dopamine hit. And I'll love you for it. All right, I'm going to shut it down. Thank you everyone for showing up. Hybrid, Nish. We'll chat up in the group chat. I'll catch you guys, the plan, tomorrow. The usual time, around noon my time. Probably. I'll let you guys know if that changes. All right. Have a good one, everyone. Laters.